Welcome to How to Survive with Danielle and Christine, the show that teaches you how to survive the things that can kill you.
Like OpenAI.
Oh.
Or collapsing governments.
Yep.
How about creepy crawlies in your bed?
And the things that just make you wish you were dead.
Like driving a Tesla now.
Oh, yeah.
Or going barefoot in public. Angelina Jolie.
Oh, is that a story?
Oh, she went on a talk show and didn't wear shoes. Now people are like, can you do that?
I'm really against that. I'm really against the barefoot thing.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think it's just gross and it's obnoxious.
Okay.
It's like, look at how interesting I am. I'm not wearing shoes.
True. Maybe she just has horrifying bunions and it's hard for her to wear shoes.
Oh, you can wear flip-flops.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
You know what? Put on those paper, rubber, pedicure things they put on your feet.
Yes.
You know?
That's more appealing to you than just a barefoot?
Yeah, there's something so gross to me about the idea
Okay.
of your feet touching the dirty, filthy, disgusting ground.
Was this the Drew Barrymore show?
I don't know.
That is 100% the show that somebody would do that.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think she did press. Oh, because she's in that new movie, Maria.
Yes,
Which I heard
exactly.
is not good. I mean, I just heard it from one person, so I don't know.
Have you ever known Angelina Jolie to make a bad film?
So someone said that to me, and I was like, you know what? I think the only movie I've ever seen her in was Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I don't think I've ever seen her in any movies.
Why did I watch that weird firefighter movie where she's...
Oh, yeah, I remember when you watched that.
Oh, yeah, that was...
So maybe she's like not even a good actress. Maybe she's just so ridiculously beautiful that you can't... Yeah, that's it. Okay.
I'm going to go with that.
All right.
Oh, and the final one.
Yeah.
Puppy breath.
Oh, that would kill you with niceness,
I want
though.
it. I'm going to get it.
Oh, my God, you're so lucky. Well, you guys are lucky because you're about to hear our theme song. Play it.
Ground is shaking under our feet, mountains on fire, flooding in the street. Can't breathe the air, can't fight the feeling. Goblin down, Xanax ain't the way to be dealing. Gotta do better than just getting high. We gotta stick together if we're gonna survive. How to survive. How to survive.
Hello.
Oh, welcome.
Welcome.
The holidays.
I was going to say, it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas.
We sang carols in the song in the car last night.
You did?
Me and the kiddos.
How sweet.
We sang Feliz Navidad. And then again this morning on the way to school, it came back on. I was like, guys, it's our song.
That's very sweet.
Yeah. And you know what I said to them? Listen to this.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go out with their friends and sing Christmas carols
They are?
the day of the party.
How sweet.
So a group of kids will go around the neighborhood and sing carols.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
And maybe one adult who seems really into going with them. I will not partake in the caroling. And I said, you know what you should do? You should sing Feliz Navidad with a lot of enthusiasm, because how fun would it be as an adult if you opened the door and a bunch of kids were singing Feliz Navidad?
Right.
Because it's such a fun song.
What if it's your next door neighbors and then they shoot them because they're not speaking English?
That's true. But you know what? No, they're not going to go there. The driveway's too steep.
I know. I assume they wouldn't go there anyway.
You know, I will say,
peace and love.
here's the thing. Here we go again. So you know the kids are doing this toy drive.
Yes.
They sent us a bunch of stuff for it.
Wow.
I'm telling you, they're really nice. Like, here's the thing. I'll keep saying it.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean people aren't nice, even if they love Trump. They might not be.
But let's quote Alex.
They might not be good people.
They might be nice
They
people.
might be nice people, but it doesn't mean they're
They're
good
good
people.
people, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, again,
It's crazy.
I still don't believe that half of the country are bad people. I just don't. I think they're misguided.
Do you think you're going to get all dolled up in the Christmas Carol, ouvroir gear, whatever gear?
Yes.
And then just stand around their Kamala doll and just call it with that?
You know, I wish the Kamala doll was still up, but the Kamala doll has been taken down.
Oh, that would be funny if they
okay,
just
good.
decorated it for different holidays.
Yes. It's
Stays up
those
all year.
giant skeletons that are always
Yeah. Yeah, they just put like a wreath on her head. Yeah, that'd be fun.
We
Put
like
bunny
to-
ears on her.
We have a festive effigy in our...
Yeah, a festive
lawn.
effigy. It's like a mood effigy.
Yes.
Changes mood.
Changes with the seasons.
So okay? So I was thinking, oh God, is that uncomfortable to have someone like come to your door and sing in your face? But I just remembered we did have that once. Some neighbors came, and it was lovely. We enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, it's never happened to me personally. Maybe I'm not even as a child, I don't think. I can't remember. I remember as a kid Santa coming.
What?
Yeah.
He came to Ohio?
He would come to the neighborhood and knock on every door and pass out candy canes and ask, do you want a picture? And like,
You're kidding.
Hated it. I would say, Santa's here, don't answer the door.
Did you think he was a narc?
Yeah, I'm like, he's going to turn in my brothers for all the drugs that my brother's growing on the roof. No Santa coming to your door when you were a kid?
No. No, we painted our doors
with a big black X.
I'm trying to think of what they did, the Passover story about. Like the Jews paint their doors with blood so that they're skipped over.
So observant.
So observant. Yeah. But no.
Eric Estrada came over.
Eric Estrada.
I don't know. I just feel like he's a friend of your dad's.
Did I tell you that we went to a party and he was outside? This is just like a month. This is at Halloween. Did I tell you this?
No.
Jimmy and I went to a party.
Wait. You just have a recent Eric Estrada story. Oh
yes.
My God. I love this.
We went to a party and there was a house decorated.
Okay.
I can't remember if it was already decorated for Christmas or if it was decorated for Halloween, but I feel like it was decorated for Christmas. But anyway, and some guy came out. We parked, and Oliver, I keep doing that lately. Huh? That must be some weird thing.
It's Freud. Let's have Freud take a look at it.
Yeah. And Jimmy said, "Oh, that was Eric Estrada." And
what?
I was like, "What?" And because it was some guy like taking out his trash.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, that was Eric Estrada." And then so I went in and I asked the hostess of the party. I said, "Eric Estrada lives like 2 doors down from you?" And she's like, "Yeah, was he dressed as a cop?" And I'm like, "What?" She says that there have been times where he's out there in uniform, like taking pictures or something with people. And that one time she was driving up and like had to wait for them to get out of the way, or maybe there were actual cop car there. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's like,
do you think this is a cameo thing?
I don't know. It didn't sound like it. It's I don't know. I think it's just maybe he's, supposedly the guy who played Tarzan 1 million years ago when he went into an old age home, thought he was still Tarzan and was running around. So maybe he thinks he's still.
Is he that? How old is? I guess
no, he's not that old. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know that he thinks he's still Paunch.
I like my version better.
What's your version? Oh, that it's cameo?
Yeah, like it's a money thing. Like it's a fan. It's a fan thing, and like.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe it is. I don't know. I was just kind of wowed that I was just like, wait, what now?
That's a fun next door neighbor to have,
right? Well, my other friend, she doesn't live there anymore, but Jojo Siwa used to live like kitty corner to her, and would you know who Jojo Siwa is?
Of course,
and would drive around with a car with her own face on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's a lot, right?
That is a lot.
So yesterday, Jimmy was here doing his podcast, and Oliver was out with friends.
Oh boy.
And so I decided to watch Baby Girl.
Yes.
And I was trying to cast it on, or mirror it, whatever it's called, onto the, because I had a not a download, but I had a pass to watch it.
Yes.
And so I had an email, and it wouldn't work. I couldn't get it on to the television. So I just watched it in my office on my computer. My computer's not, it's big enough. So I was like, okay, I'll just watch it on the computer. So I'm watching it, and then I hear all this noise, and I'm like, there is a school like kitty corner to us.
Yeah.
But it sounded like it was really close. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Next thing I know, Oliver and his gaggle of friends are in the house.
You're like, I'm trying to watch
a
this
sexy
dirty movie.
It was so Oliver comes in the office.
In my bedroom.
Yes. So Oliver comes in the office and he's like, you're watching Baby Girl? And I was like, yeah, what are you doing here? So they came because they were putting stuff in a refrigerator before the next part of their day because they were all going to go ice skating and then come back.
Oh, they already on break? Or was just after school?
Yes, they're already on break.
Okay.
They get 3 weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So then I'm like, well, I should go out and meet these kids. So I'm then surrounded by like 6 gigantic girls.
Yes.
And one gigantic guy, but I already know him.
Yeah.
I don't know where these kids come from. They're all so fucking tall.
Yeah.
It's what?
No.
They were all, except for his one friend she's teeny at the tiny, but I was like, why are these strange, beautiful girls in my house?
Yeah.
Go away. Mom's trying to watch a movie.
They're all Nicole Kidman size.
They're not that big, but yeah. So anyway, so they left and I got to finish.
Thank God. You got to finish.
I got to finish.
Oh, is it that good of a movie?
There are parts I liked. No, I would be interested to get your takes because I have mixed feelings about it.
Okay.
But she is very good. I will say that.
Guys,
Yeah.
are we done? I'm putting on my aviators.
I think we're ready.
We're ready to chat?
Yeah.
There's no segue that can prepare you,
Oh,
except knowing that we're going to talk about this more after the break.
okay.
Kind of a weird way to do things.
Well, today's a little backward. We don't have a guest, and that's
fine.
all right.
We are your guests.
Yes.
We are your celebrity guests. We are going to talk about how to survive bed bugs. Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you ready to cringe a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to make you feel afraid most of the time.
Okay.
I think I'm going to give you some useful advice, I hope, and comfort, and maybe some willies. Not wet willies, though.
Oh,
like the willy feelings. Willy.
You had older brothers. You probably have had your share of wet willies.
I've had wet willies. I've had wedgies. Bad ones, like the
Wait, your brothers gave you wedgies?
They would pick me up by my underwear.
Are you kidding?
And swing me around.
What?
Yeah, that's like almost the kind.
That's like a yeast infection.
That can give you like you got to go to the hospital.
I got a lot of noogies.
Oh yeah, I got noogies. I got monkey bubbles.
What's that?
I've never heard that
Ew,
before.
that sounds so
That's
gross.
not
It's
great.
when
Is that what we're covering next week? How to survive?
I think there's a vaccine
Maybe
for that.
how to survive an older brother. It's when you get punched in the leg with the knuckle raised hard enough that it raises a lump on your leg.
Jesus Christ!
I think it's abuse.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Why
I think
were
I don't think there
so
should be
many things
a
that
cute
kids
name
did.
for.
Yeah, the thing where they
Indian rope burn. It's probably called something less offensive now.
Yeah.
Charlie horses. What are those?
Well, you don't give
That's
someone a
from
Charlie horse.
sports, so I didn't get those.
You know what? I got one on my wedding night from Dancing in Heels.
Whoa,
Yeah, I was like, go, go, go.
man, that sounds painful.
purple nurples.
Oh, the nipple things, right?
Yeah,
That's just guys do that to each other, though, right? Like you don't do that to a girl.
My brothers didn't do that. Luckily,
Okay, thank God.
nobody gave me swirlies.
Well, when they
Put your head, in, the toilet, but I know that was happening at the school.
But do you think it really was? Because I never knew if that would actually happen.
I think it was happening at my school. I mean, I think it was happening in my brother's crowd.
You think your brothers were the ones doing it?
Maybe there was rough stuff happening.
Because my brother told me that when he got into junior high,
Yeah,
that 7th graders, because junior high started 7th grade then,
Yeah.
7th graders were called scrubs because
Okay.
people took their heads and put them in the toilet.
Yeah.
Scrub. Did you guys have that? Scrubs?
I've heard
No.
that term. I did not.
I only know
that's
it from
where
the song.
Came from.
No scrubs.
yeah. I mean, maybe that's what they were referencing. They didn't want any guys whose
Yeah.
heads had been
No.
put in a toilet.
Yeah. Scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me.
Exactly.
Hanging
He's
on
got a
the
toilet
passenger
head
side with his best friend's ride.
Yeah.
trying to holler at me.
Trying to holler at me.
And he's got a toilet head.
Yeah,
I don't-
toilet head.
No, thank you. His head just cleaned a toilet.
There were also names for the 8th and 9th graders, but I can't remember what those were now.
What were your bad kids called? Burnouts or stoners?
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
This is a very Southern California term. You might not know it.
Okay.
Heshers.
Nope, don't know it.
Hesher. There's a movie called Hesher with
There
Joseph
is?
Gordon-Levitt. Yeah.
There is?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I did not know that's what that. Knowing what that movie's about and hearing you say that.
Yeah?
Now I understand why it's
clicks.
called that. Yeah, because that's what he's a Hesher.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Kids with long hair who I guess smoke pot. I mean, I don't know. This was junior high.
They did.
Okay, so they probably did. But yeah, Heshers.
Anyway, we were going to talk about bed bugs.
Bed bugs.
Guys, okay, listen to this. A 2016 survey of 100, that's 100, U.S. hotels.
She's holding up 2 hands. Each hand represents 50.
U.S. hotels conducted by Orkin found that 82% of them had been treated for bed bugs in the previous year.
Jesus
They've also been
Christ.
found on airplanes, cruise ships, and public transport in recent years. Okay, so this is according to a 2023 article in the New York Times. According to the research published in the Journal of Medical Entomology, that's bugs, right?
Yeah, as opposed to etymology, which is this origin of words.
I like both of those things.
Yeah.
Bedbug infestations peak in the summer, coinciding with vacation season.
Oh,
but
for fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake. Bedbug infestations can be a year-round terror. So recently, I don't know if you guys saw any of this, the viral images of bedbugs crawling on trains and subways in Paris.
No.
It sparked a panic. Some experts say it was overblown, but I guess that was a whole viral thing around the time of the Olympics, maybe.
Oh.
And people were losing their minds.
Oh.
But
so you can see them?
You can.
Okay.
But, I have a but in here. I have a big but. Don't let the fear of them ruin your travel.
Okay.
I know you both have some trips coming up, okay?
We do. We both do.
So this is relevant to your interests,
Yeah.
as they say. Despite the statistics, the chance of encountering bedbugs in any given hotel room is pretty darn unlikely,
Okay.
says Michael Potter, who used to be a professor of entomology at the University of Kentucky. I don't know what he's doing now. I hope he's just enjoying his life.
You know, maybe he's retired. Maybe he's taken up birding.
Oh, I sure hope so. Guess where bedbugs can live? On birds.
Oh, for fuck's
You know how many bird fucking houses we've brought into our house?
Into the house?
Bird nests, not houses.
Wait.
Bird
you
nests.
brought bird nests into your house?
All the time.
Why?
Because we're nuts. Because
Wait, why would you do that?
Well, they fall out of the trees and then they're abandoned. And
Okay.
we've brought them in to look at them.
Wait, I don't understand. Are there eggs in the
No, we don't do that.
You just bring in filthy...
Filthy? Why are they filthy?
Apparently they're covered in bed bugs.
Well, we didn't know that. I didn't do this episode yet. I didn't know.
Okay, so there's like... So you get to see what it's made out
Just
of.
to
like,
look at it and
here's
examine it
some
and talk
fur,
about it.
Here's
Yeah.
Oh, you're such a good mom.
I don't know.
So adventuresome. I love it.
We just like to talk about the birdhouse, bird nest. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, guys, I'm going to teach you now.
Oliver and I just play a board game that's called Wingspan. Is that the same thing? It is about birds and
It is.
nests and eggs.
That is the exact same thing. And you don't get bed bugs.
No.
Here are some simple steps. You can make sure you don't run into bed bugs on your trips.
Okay.
Guys? Listen to this. Know your enemy, okay? In a survey of more than 2,000 hotel visitors conducted by Potter and 2 other University of Kentucky entomologists in 2015, fewer than 1 in 3 could correctly identify a bed bug.
Okay.
So first of all, you want to look at
Oh, great. So there's just some other bug in your hotel room that you don't know what it is.
Hey, maybe.
Great.
You know, might want to know what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
So you can look at a guide published by the EPA, which shows the size and appearance of bed bugs at different stages in their life cycle. They're flat, wingless, and slightly teardrop shape.
Okay.
They have tan, brown, or reddish coloring. They are ranging in size from 1 millimeter, no idea what size that is, but it sounds small,
Very small.
to 5 to 7 millimeters. And their eggs look like tiny white grains of rice. Okay?
Okay.
Here's some fun stuff. You ready?
Ugh, the egg part creeped me out.
It's going to get grosser. Okay. They leave behind fecal stains of digested blood, which resemble little black spots that look like they've been made by fine felt-tipped marker. Okay. And
great.
I'm going to tell you where you're going to look for this.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is maybe more important because you're going to stay in a
I'm going to be
hotel.
at a hotel, yeah.
Garen, you're going to be at somebody's house, right? Like a family member.
Yeah, my mom's.
Probably not going to be bed bugs there.
I hope she doesn't listen to this.
So you're going to inspect your area. Don't tear the room apart, but like, so
Well, I'm going to be doing that for listening devices.
obviously,
Like the conversation at the end of the I'm just going to, assume people are,
why wouldn't they want to listen to
they're
you?
snooping on me all the time. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
So whether you're at a luxury resort, a modest motel, or an Airbnb apartment, just spend a few minutes, right? Inspect the beds and surrounding areas for signs, okay? First, pull back the sheets and look closely at the surface, sides, and seams of the mattress near the headboard.
Okay.
That tends to be the hottest area of the bed for bug activity. Miller suggests running a sticky lint roller over the areas you're checking so you can pick up any potential evidence.
Oh, boy.
Here's the thing. I've done this because we thought we had bed bugs once.
Yeah.
And also there's all other kinds of dust
Every
and
other
weird
thing
stuff. So
that-
you're
yeah.
just like, is this a bed bug? Is this a bed bug? It can also be a little maddening and like
Yeah.
brain crazy making. I will say, like, if it is bed bugs, I think it's pretty obvious.
My parents had bed bugs once.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
However, I will say it's not a sign of it's not a sign of not being clean. Like,
really?
I mean, it can be much harder to treat them if you are a cluttery person. Yeah. But having bed bugs doesn't mean you're not a clean. It's not a sign of that. Okay. Anybody can get them. Any place can have them. A beautiful, wonderful hotel or a dumpy, shitty, bad place. It's not an indication of a place not being nice. Okay. You can pack a small, strong flashlight to help you see into crevices and behind the headboard. Okay. So bed bugs like to get behind the headboard because it's the least disturbed area.
Okay.
So they like to hide there. So
is it okay if I don't do any of this and just live in ignorance?
Yes.
Because I don't want to know this.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I get it.
You're gonna, because I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, you're right. Okay. All right.
You are sort of being forced to know it now.
Okay.
Unless do you want to leave?
We can
I'll just tell Garen, you can stay in the hall. You don't have to do any, but you don't have to do any of this.
No. I understand. There's a reason to know. Okay.
So bed bugs are small, but their fecal spots are visible to the naked eye, right? So if you don't see anything from a cursory inspection, you can rest easy.
Okay.
Right? You can just lift up the mattress, look under it.
Oh, God.
And then you don't have to yank the whole bed apart and flip the mattress. Like you just can look and be like, it's good.
Okay.
Right? If you don't see anything, nothing's there. Okay. Bites or skin reactions alone are not a reliable sign of bed bugs. Okay. Because it can take several hours for a person's skin to react to an insect bite. So the bites may not show up until morning.
Okay.
Also, some people don't react and some people do. Okay. And you can't look at a bite that I have and a bite that you have and even say that they're the same thing because everybody's immune responses are so individual. So like say you and Oliver go stay at a hotel and he might have these welts and you'll be like, I have nothing.
Right.
Or you'll have different kinds of reactions, right?
Okay.
Here's something to do that's very easy. Protect your luggage. Store your suitcase on a hard surface, such as a dresser or luggage rack. Do not leave your suitcases on the floor.
Oh, that's really good.
Do not leave your dirty clothes on the floor, ever. I always take a bag, like a bagoo, and I keep because the kids are notorious for throwing all their clothes on the floor. And I say, this is the dirty clothes bag, and I put it up. I don't let people keep anything on the floor. And I put it up on like a luggage rack, and I say, everybody throw your dirty clothes in here.
Okay. I just put it in like a compartment of my suitcase.
There you go. Right? Same thing. Good idea. If you're staying for only a night or two, avoid unpacking your clothing or spreading items around the room. Packing cubes can help you stay organized.
I keep saying these.
I use packing cubes.
You do?
I love them.
Okay, so what does that mean? You put everything in the cube in your suitcase and then you take the whole cube and put it in a drawer?
I usually just keep my stuff in my suitcase.
Oh, okay.
Just as a sort of protective measure, especially because when we go to Europe and we're moving around so much, it's just another way to sort of not pick up bed bugs. And also, it just keeps my stuff organized. Miller suggests using a lint roller to check for bugs on your suitcase as well, especially after air travel. Think about your suitcase and how many other bags it meets on your trip, she said.
Oh, they're going to get colds like little toddlers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
They're hanging out with those snotty
suitcases. I don't do that. But I'll tell you what I do often do is when we come home, we don't do this every time, but we sometimes do this. We wash everything, even if it's not worn.
Yeah.
And
that's smart.
We'll put our suitcases just outside in the heat.
Sunlight is the best disinfectant.
And just leave it out there. Okay. If you find some, don't panic. Okay? If you're in a hotel and you find evidence of bed bugs, alert the staff and just request a new room, either on a different floor or several rooms away. Okay. If you're in a vacation rental or Airbnb, you might have fewer options, right? So Airbnb said the company has a 24-hour customer service line so they can help with refunds and rebooking. But the company advises contacting your host and taking photos of the bug evidence or bites for documentation.
And when they say host,
they don't the main
the body host,
the main bug.
Okay,
they're like, who's in charge here?
Right.
Come on, I want to talk to you. If you think you've been exposed, so you can take some steps to prevent bringing any of the bugs home.
Would one of those be a Silkwood shower?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Maybe. Let's find out. So this is what Jeff White, who is an entomologist, says to do. He says, keep a few large garbage bags in your car to store your luggage in. Once home, carefully inspect the inside and outside of your suitcase. This is not what you just do regularly. This is if
you've seen evidence.
You've been somewhere and you've seen evidence and you're like, I think we've been exposed. This isn't just normal travel stuff. Once home, inspect the inside, outside of your suitcases. This would be good probably to use the lint roller. Run your clothing and other dryer-safe belongings through a hot cycle in the dryer, which will kill any bugs and eggs. Washing is unnecessary, he says. We do ours because a lot of our stuff is dirty. My kids, they'll often wear stuff, then throw it in their laundry, and it gets mixed with a clean. I'm like, we're just washing all of it.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's something to remember. Bedbugs don't pose the public health risk of some other pests.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to let it take over your mind, right? The housefly landing on your salad is way more dangerous than having a bedbug walk across your bed.
Okay.
But, what if you did everything right, but you still brought bedbugs into your house? Right? This is the thing we don't want to happen.
Right.
Okay? Well, here's what the Mayo Clinic says. Bedbug bites usually clear up without treatment in a week or two. They're not known to spread disease, but they can cause an allergic reaction or a severe skin reaction in some people. Okay. Probably you, Danielle.
I'm going to say. Yeah. I'm guessing.
Your face is going to swell up.
100%.
Your hands are going to go numb.
Yeah.
Your feet are going to fall off.
I've had almost every body part of mine swell up, I'm going to say.
Ears?
No, not almost every. My eyes, my lips, my bottom of my feet, my palms, my knees, shoulder, from allergies.
Oof. Wow. That's tough stuff.
Yeah.
So here is when they come out at night to feed on you. Okay?
Vampire bugs.
They are. The risk of running into bed bugs is higher if you spend time in places where nighttime guests come and go often, like hotels, hospitals, or homeless shelters. All right? So if you have bed bugs in your home, professional extermination is recommended.
Oh, boy.
Okay?
That's a whole thing.
This is what the CDC recommends. But some people don't want to use chemicals, and I get that. Look, I'm a person who uses natural products whenever I can with my cleaning, with my body. I'm all about earth. But
use fire.
Yeah, just burn it down.
That's it.
I mean, honestly, yes. Heat is the killer.
Look, you got rid of the bed bugs.
Burn it down.
And the bed.
And the apartment. And the building.
And the bedroom.
Sometimes the natural stuff doesn't do the job. These guys are... Right?
All right.
Okay, so even with getting professionals involved, getting rid of bed bugs typically requires multiple treatment phases with chemical and non-chemical options, okay? So here's some factors that make bed bugs more complicated to remove. All right, you may have a tougher time ridding your home of them if you have a lot of clutter. So the clutter doesn't cause bed bugs.
It just makes it harder to locate and get rid of.
A lot harder to eradicate them.
Gotcha.
Live in an apartment building with other units that also have bed bugs. I can't tell you how many stories when I was looking for like a story to tell of people who lived in rentals where their landlord was like, I'm not doing anything. And they were having to deal with it themselves. And then it didn't matter because they would treat it and then they come right back because they're in the whole building.
Oh,
so it doesn't, like if you're living in an apartment building, you're kind of screwed in a way that like it's so many people just end up having to move. Because
really?
Yeah, unless the landlord treats the whole building. If you just treat your apartment, who cares? They're coming right back in from the other units.
You would think the landlord would want to get rid of the bugs.
If you travel often and bring bed bugs in your luggage. Okay. So what you want to do if you're going to treat your bed bugs is you want to find the infestation, and hopefully it's only in a small area of your home. I read the story of a woman who had bed bugs, and one piece of advice she gave, which I never would have thought of, which I thought was so counterintuitive but interesting, is she said, if you find out you have bed bugs in your bed, I know you're not going to like this, but don't move to another area to sleep.
Oh.
She goes, that's going to be what you want to do.
Right.
But they're going to follow you. And
what?
Because they're wanting to feed on you.
Oh, do they eat blood? Is that
yes,
what you're saying?
You're the source. So when you move to your couch, You're just bringing them now into your living room.
What the fuck?
So you have to stay there.
In the bed bed?
Yes.
What?
I know.
No.
I would have to like move out, I think, somehow. But
no one's going to do that.
I know. But I'm just letting people know that was, I mean, this is an anecdotal story she's telling, but like what she learned was she basically transported all the bed bugs then into her living room.
Oh,
I'm getting itchy.
So I know they're both scratching their heads right now. Okay. So you're going to inspect all these places for when you're looking for the infestation. Obviously, like I said already, the tags of the mattress and the box spring, in cracks in the bed frame and headboard, in baseboards, between couch cushions, in furniture joints, inside electrical outlets, under loose wallpaper, underneath paintings and posters on the walls, in the seam where the wallpaper and ceiling meet, and so on. They're everywhere.
Do you hire someone to do this?
I mean, here's the thing.
How do you kill them?
Well, this is just looking for where they are, right? Okay. So, I mean, hopefully you have the money to hire somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Now, once you know you have the bed bugs, you need to keep them contained to get rid of them. A quick and easy way to trap bed bugs is to run your vacuum over any possible hiding places.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this doesn't.
I like that
this
idea.
is just a first step. This isn't getting. This isn't like, oh, I vacuumed and now they're gone.
Okay.
If only it were that easy, right?
All right.
So that's your bed, your dresser, your carpets, electronics like TVs. So you're probably using your handheld vacuum too, if you have one of those powerful little things.
Yeah.
Now, seal the vacuum contents into a plastic bag and throw them away.
Yeah.
Then thoroughly clean the vacuum. Because what you don't want to do is spread it with the vacuum. Because it's like, also there's a lot of contradictory advice online about like, don't vacuum because then you move the bed bugs everywhere. So again, I would say,
well, if you empty the vacuum,
yes, make sure you throw that out.
Use a mini vacuum to get into the big vacuum,
Yes.
and then use a tiny vacuum to get into the mini vacuum, and then keep vacuuming
forever.
Yeah.
You can also try to use a steam cleaner on high heat to help reach into the crevices, and that high heat is helpful to kill them.
Who has a steam cleaner?
We do.
You do?
Yeah.
For carpet?
We have a handheld one. Well, Sven got it for work, but we have like
Oh, well, that makes sense.
we have kitchen chairs that are upholstered, which is my nightmare with children.
Oh.
So like honestly,
did someone make you get them?
Well, they're from the store.
Oh, okay.
A lot of our stuff is from like borrowed stuff from the
Right.
store. I would have different ones because then I have to clean them. Anyway, seal all your linens and affected clothes in airtight plastic bags until you can wash them, then put them in washer and dryer, highest possible temperature, okay? Listen to this. Anything that cannot be treated in the washer and dryer should be placed in a plastic bag. Leave it there for a few months to a year, if possible. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, just throw it away then. I mean, you're not going to
Like
open it up
family
again in a year.
heirlooms.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you cannot safely clean furniture, throw it away.
Jeez. So
Yeah.
wait, did I miss something? Can they do more to you than just cause bumpy skin? Like, are they dangerous?
There are stories of people dying.
What?
Yeah, I'll get to it.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It is life altering in a bad way, okay? So
I thought lice was. Remember when you had to deal with the lice?
lice is a freaking nightmare. So you're preparing for bed bug treatment, right? Books, magazine, clothes, anything else lying on your floor, under your bed, throw out whatever you can. Do not move items from an infested room to a clean one. Oh my God.
Okay.
Seal up any open areas. Glue down loose wallpaper. Caulk cracks in furniture and around baseboards. Tape open electrical outlets. I mean, get protective covers for your mattresses and box springs. You might want to do that anyway. We do that. We have all that
Yeah.
because of my son being like very allergic and sensitive. All right, guess what we're going to do now? We're going to finally kill the bed bugs.
Okay.
All right. So you can first try to do this without chemicals, right? They're easy to kill, this says, with high heat at 115 degrees or intense cold at 32 degrees.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess you can
Throw some ice on them.
throw ice. Just take your ice.
That won't make a mess.
No, that'll be fine.
Can you use a hairdryer?
I think that's probably not going to do it.
For the heat. No,
Because
it's
you
not
need
hot
a
enough.
full heat. So they're saying here are a few ways using these methods. Wash your bedding and clothes in hot water for 30 minutes. Put them in a dryer. Okay, we've already talked about that. Why am I saying it again? Using a steamer on your mattresses, couches, and other places where they hide.
Okay.
Pack up infested items in black bags and leave them outside on a hot day that reaches 120 degrees.
What? I got to go to Palm Springs.
You live in Arizona. Or in a closed car for at least 90 minutes. So if the car, because the car gets so much.
If your car could kill a toddler,
yes,
put your laundry in there.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
In cooler temperatures, killing sealed up bugs can take 2 to 5 months.
Jesus God.
Put bags containing bed bugs in the freezer at 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Use a thermometer to check the temperature. Leave them in there for at least 4 days. Who has this freezer?
Yeah, you just got like one of those deep
deep freeze
meat locker.
You got to take all your deer carcasses out.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So now you've made this clear. You make the area inhospitable for the rest of them. Place bed bug proof covers over your mattress and box spring. Zip these covers all the way. Bed bugs that are trapped inside will die, and new bugs will not be able to get in.
Okay.
Okay. If this doesn't work, you may need to try an insecticide.
Okay.
So now you get into these non-chemical and chemical treatments. I'm not going to go through all these guys.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to fall asleep.
Right.
It's a lot. But what I would say is there's plant-based products, there's foggers and bug bombs, there's all these kinds of chemical versus non-chemical. That's a decision you have to make on your own.
It's between you and your God.
Yeah, it is. I mean, honestly, if this happens to us, I'm going to probably just call a professional and say, you're going to chemical.
Do whatever you need to do.
I think you can go in and do like this high heat treatment.
Oh.
Where they go in. It's almost fire. Things almost explode. But I mean, again, I'm like, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Get this shit out of my house. Because it's just we had carpet beetles at one point.
Whoa.
And that's fucking awful. And we got it, but Benji was waking up with bites all over his body. It was terrible. And we realized, it's kind of like bed bugs where you're just getting bitten while you sleep. And I had to do all this like heat high on the bedding. And it was the same with lice where it's like everything goes in the washer and the dryer and you're cleaning everything in your house.
I can't believe you guys haven't had bed bugs.
I can't either, honestly. Hey.
The day is young.
We're it hasn't happened yet. So, okay.
I would go find a real tree to knock on, by the way.
Yeah, I will. The first thing I'm going to do when I leave here is I'm going to go bang my head against an oak.
But there might be bugs on that tree, so be careful.
I might, a nest might fall on my head, and then bed bugs are going to jump in my hair.
Probably.
And somehow I'll get lice and bed bugs at the same time. And crabs.
Crabs?
Yeah, I'll get crabs.
Oh, you have a crab tree.
The trifecta.
Now, do I want to tell you anything else about bed bugs? When to see a doctor?
Oh.
Okay. If you experience allergic reactions or severe skin reactions to bed bug bites, see your healthcare provider for professional treatment. Okay. Now, this is how to survive, and we often want to have something that's going to kill you. So that's what I wanted to.
We want to have that.
Can bed bug infestations kill you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. These deaths are anecdotal and aren't going to happen to our listeners. Most likely.
All right.
So I don't want to get into these stories.
Maybe if we get more listeners.
Oh, then the odds go up.
Yeah. Knock on wood
The
again.
stories that I came across were really sad.
Okay.
And involved like one was this mentally ill person who was neglected in this very backwoods jail
Jesus
situation.
Christ.
And it was horrifying. So I'm not going to go into the details. Another was like an elderly person in this like horror movie type elder care situation.
Jesus.
Where it's like the person's running an elder care from their home.
Oh, that doesn't sound...
No.
That's like those nursery schools that are run out of someone's help. I don't trust those either.
I never do. You know, there's one near a bakery I like to go to, and they use the Disney font.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, fuck that, man.
There's always off-brand illustrations and stuff. It's like, why does Grover have, like a green nose? And so, like something's wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't
That should terrify you.
It does.
So, or like this woman with mental illness in a bad apartment situation. It's like, I don't want to ruin Christmas.
Okay.
So I decided those wouldn't be one of the stories because, for one, it's not a how to survive story because those people didn't survive. But also, like, that's not going to happen to our listeners.
Right.
And that's not going to happen to us. Like, I don't think any of us are going to end up in one of those elder care situations. I hope.
Oh, my God. I hope not.
We're not going to let that happen. You know what? Let's make a pact.
The three of us?
The three of us.
Okay.
We're going to make sure none of us end up like that.
That sounds
okay?
good. Yeah.
But what I did find, if you guys want to hear, it's like mini stories.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is an article in Business Insider of bedbug horror stories that people posted on Reddit.
Oh,
and
good.
I'm not going to share all of them because there's a lot of them. but they're just, they can't be authenticated necessarily because they're from Reddit.
Yeah.
So, people could just make these up, but why would they? Okay, so I'll read a few. I used to be a pest control tech and I got a bed bug call. When I arrived, the guy was sitting on a bare mattress with a coffee table, sitting on a bare mattress at a coffee table with a jar in front of him. I realized he was picking bed bugs off of himself and putting them in the jar. It was a pint mason jar, 3/4 full, and the bugs were crawling out of it and back onto the guy as quickly as he was putting them back in.
Oh, no, dude.
Hundreds and hundreds. I've never seen so many out in the open like that. It was a true infestation.
Oh, poor guy.
That's from 40 and a Blunt, 666.
No. 666. He's a devil worshiper.
He likes to get high and think about the devil.
That's the best. That's like, oh, God. Okay, that's the good handle.
I love people's handles. All right, here's another. I used to live with a friend who had bed bugs. I was given 2 cans of Raid per week to spray my entire room with.
Wait. I used to live with a friend who had bed bugs. That means they had bed bugs.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't want to own it. I think.
All right.
Also, Raid in your own living space is like, are you writing this from the cancer ward?
Right.
Oh my God.
It wasn't anywhere near enough. If I dumped the whole can on/around my bed, I might be able to sleep for one night.
Oh my God.
By the time I found another place to stay and moved out, I hope it was within like 72 hours.
Yeah.
I wasn't sleeping anymore. I would be up all night, completely covered, sitting in the middle of the bed, staring around constantly to catch them as they came toward me.
Oh my God.
Getting them with tweezers and lighting them on fire.
See, he knows what to do.
I mean, at this point, I think you just get a tent and go live in the woods.
I mean, the family moved out not long after and the house was condemned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's theirs now.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, they took over that place. Okay. Okay, here's one, and this made me think about I bought my whole furniture set when I moved into my little apartment on Sweetser. You've been there. That I bought it off of Craigslist for $25, and how dumb that was. Okay. I moved into a new apartment, and about a week after moving in, I got a used couch. Found out 3 weeks later that it was heavily infested with bed bugs. I had an exterminator come out who found 3 bed bugs at the top of my bed frame. He used a machine to steam my whole room and steam down the couch before we moved it into the dumpster downstairs in the building. I'm still paranoid that some could have dropped off the couch when moving it in and could be elsewhere in the building or migrated from the couch to other places in my apartment. It is driving me crazy that there's no way to confirm they are gone. That's not very good. Sorry.
Wait, I have a question, though. That leads me to a question. If you were to bring in something that's no fabric, if it's just a wooden chair.
Yeah.
Is the chances lower that it would have bed bugs?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I mean, I also think about, I go to the Goodwill probably once a week and get stuff, but I mean, I immediately wash it.
Yeah.
But I get things that aren't closed too, but I don't really worry about that stuff.
It wouldn't occur to me. It wouldn't occur to me to worry about it.
I mean, books all the time.
Oh, books.
I have a friend who won't do any used books. I think she doesn't even do books from the library because she's worried about bed bugs. I think it's very low risk.
But you would see them.
I think it's very low risk.
Okay. I mean, I get books from the library and that never
No, I don't think
me.
I think that's not necessary.
Maybe she's illiterate.
She might not know how to read.
Yeah.
All right, here's another. Are you ready?
Yes.
This will be the last one.
Okay.
I was sleeping on the floor of my apartment on an inflatable mattress, and upon noticing this, my landlord offered to give me a free mattress. A free queen pillow top mattress? Yes, please. This mattress was the beginning of a huge downward spiral.
Oh, no.
As I did not know it was from an ex-neighbor whose apartment was completely infested with bed bugs.
Why would the landlord do that?
I mean, sounds like the landlord maybe didn't know, because why would the landlord do this to themselves? It's their building.
Yeah.
Or the landlord really hated this tenant. Yeah. By the time I caught on, it was already too late, and my apartment became hopelessly infested as well. I've battled them for the better part of the last 4 years.
Oh, come on.
Using my paychecks on insecticides and reading literature nonstop to figure out how to best get rid of them. I'm tired of waking up covered in sores and rashes.
Jesus Christ.
And feverishly spraying my furniture every morning. My landlord obviously has no intent on paying a professional to take care of it. I can't afford a lawyer to take him to court over it.
Oh, my God.
That's terrible.
Because it is technically the landlord's responsibility to deal with this shit, right?
Yeah, but good luck getting a it's that thing with landlords where
it's just kind of a waiting. It's like a chicken fight.
You can't. I mean, I remember when we lived before we were able to get a house, which, as you know, in California is very difficult.
Yeah.
We lived in an apartment over in Hollywood, and one Thanksgiving, the heat just was off, and we had baby twins.
Oh my God.
And it was cold. I mean, I know it's California, but it was still cold. And we were like, we don't have any heat. And he's like, yeah, it's a holiday weekend. Oh my God. And we were like, yeah, we know that. We have no heat. We need heat. And he was like, yeah, I can't do anything. And I mean, luckily we were able financially to pay somebody on our own to come and fix our heat.
Did you get reimbursed?
I think we did, but we had to really hassle him to pay it.
Jesus.
Because he was like, well, you didn't use my person. And I was like, you didn't fucking come. We have infants and we can't have them not in a house that has heat. So a lot of people have to just live with this. And if they don't have their own money, it's terrible. Anyway, that was bedbugs.
Yeah.
And I hope that was an enlightening holiday episode.
It was Merry fucking Christmas.
Oh my God. Garen just jumped out of his seat.
I got a chill.
Oh.
Man, it's electrifying.
The holiday gift, I guess, that I'm providing all of you is that, Happy Christmas, you don't have bedbugs, probably?
Yay. Yes. Oh, that would be a good advent calendar. Just every day is just more bed bugs.
That would be good to give to an enemy.
Yes, but they're so they're so enticed by the idea of maybe there's a gift in one of them. Yeah, that they wait every day. They patiently open. Oh, it's more bed bugs.
It's actually really a good idea, though. If you really wanted to get somebody, I mean, listen, could I get sued for this? Maybe.
Yeah.
Is you give somebody an advent calendar that has some chocolates in it, but also bed bugs.
But so they don't see them
because they have to deal with it sometimes for years.
Apparently,
and it can get into the thousands and thousands of dollars when you think about it. The treatments
so expensive,
and also psychologically so awful.
Well, that's what it sounds like. It's like a horror movie. You just don't know when they're coming, where they're coming from.
And something in your bed crawling around biting you is horrifying.
Ugh.
It is a good premise, Garen, if you want to take that and run.
Yeah. Do it, Garen.
Yeah, I might have to.
You might have to write this movie.
Yeah.
Who are we casting? The Rock?
He's the bedbug.
He's the star. He's Orkin. He's the Orkin man.
Oh, he's the Orkin man.
Yeah.
Well, Sydney Sweeney is the girl in the bed with all the
and Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
Is her spouse.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be right back
after this.
Welcome back.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
How was your break?
My break was great. I just sat here for a couple of seconds.
Yeah. You had some yawns and
I'm yawning a lot.
You're tired. It's okay.
You know how I was bragging last week or so about
your energy?
No, not, but just how I'm able to fall asleep anywhere at any time.
Yes. I'm so jealous.
Well, that came and bit me in the butt because Friday night I got 2 hours of sleep.
Why?
And I had to do this charity thing on Saturday morning. I don't know. Well, I didn't think I knew, but now I think I realized it's that tea.
The tea you gave me.
That I just gave you.
Yeah, the cocaine tea.
It's cocaine tea. It said organic chai cocaine.
Yes.
But I thought it was just a flavor.
Yeah, but it's actual.
It's actual cocaine.
It's actual chai cocaine.
Cocaine.
I'm so excited for having cocaine in my life again.
It comes in that pretty tin.
I know.
It fools you.
I know it does fool you, but it's still cocaine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to have all that confidence again, and just think I'm so interesting. I should never stop talking.
Yeah. You had a story.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to share with you guys why I chose bed bugs.
Okay. Uh-oh.
So it's not because we have them.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise. Not yet.
Benjamin.
I really wanted to see what it was like to raise bed bugs.
I went hunting for bed bugs.
Them myself.
That's exactly what he would do.
I got a handful of eggs.
Yeah. They're in my hand right now. My husband was last night in a very inexpensive airport hotel in Detroit. And I was like, oh, you're going to get bed bugs.
Wait, he was in an airport?
Hotel.
Oh, hotel.
Like by the airport.
Got it.
So I don't think I've talked about the dog on the show. I've said we're getting a dog.
Yes.
But I don't think I've said anything else.
Haven't really spilled the beans on the whole...
The whole story.
The whole mechanism by which this is happening.
I'm going to just share briefly the origin story.
Yeah.
And hopefully not get judgment from our listeners.
Right.
So I decided that I wanted to get a dog that I could raise to be a, what's it called?
Not a service animal.
A service animal. God, my brain. I should say before that, I'd looked into getting one. And they're very expensive, like $20,000.
You mean ones that are already trained?
Already trained.
To detect migraines / seizures.
So they have, seizure alert dogs and migraine.
$20,000?
They have like $20,000.
Oh my God.
They might have ones that are like $15,000, and they probably have ones that are more. But I was like, I still have student loan debt, and we have 2 kids that got to go to college, and a mortgage, and debt.
You have to donate to Danielle's eye surgery.
I got to come up with. I got to sell all these cigars with Danielle.
Yeah.
I can't really go to my husband and say, we should do.
Right.
We should spend $20,000 on a dog for me. But I thought, what if we just got the puppy and I trained it with obviously some support.
Right.
From people who know what they're doing.
YouTube.
From YouTube.
Yeah.
Which has all the information. Anyway, so I knew I didn't want to get one in California because I felt like, for one, it was going to be so much more.
It's expensive.
Uh-huh. And I don't trust the breeding situations here because there was just a big expose in the LA Times about very untrustworthy bad puppy mills. And I wanted to get one from Ohio. From
hometown.
My hometown where we were already going for Thanksgiving.
Right.
So I researched a couple places. I knew that I wanted to get flat coated retriever because I had one in my 20s and she was wonderful. She was a mix that I didn't buy her. It was like somebody was like, there's puppies over down on 3rd Street. And I went down to 3rd Street and saw these puppies and I was like, yeps, please. So I've really never just actually gotten a dog on purpose. It's kind of always happened in that regard. And then here it's been rescue, always been sort of rescue situation. So anyway, I found a farm in Ohio that has golden retrievers and flat coat retrievers.
A farm. So it's not a puppy mill. It's more humane.
It's a farm.
Okay.
And, they do raise dogs there as one of the things they do. They also seem to just only have children because they have about 6 or 8 kids.
Oh.
But like a beautiful farm, a real deal. And I did a bunch of research, talked to them a bunch back and forth with emails. And they were like, we have an oopsie litter. And that means one of the flat coats went on over to the retrievers and was like, "Hi, ladies, I've already done my job with the ladies here, but I'm still horny."
Took them for a ride.
Now.
So
showed them the way.
Those are not like AKC registered, blah blah blah, the fancy paperwork. But I don't care. I don't need that.
Right.
I'm not trying to like show a dog or breed a dog or be fancy. I want to have a great dog that I can raise for, that's able to travel with us.
And also, let's just be clear that you did do some fostering and, you had issues with how the dogs behave toward the kids. So you're trying to start with a puppy so that you can, it can be raised in a proper environment. And so you can bring him or her with you to Germany.
Yeah. So that was one of our issues. We did fostering with a few different dogs that we weren't quite ready to get a dog anyway, but I was like, let's see what it feels like. And I'm very much about fostering and rescue. And Sally was a rescue, was wonderful, but also had a lot of issues. And purebred dogs can also have a lot of issues. Yeah. There's no guarantee that this puppy is not going to have issues for sure. I mean, it doesn't mean, we're not going to keep her or something, but like, the last dog we had, who was wonderful, was aggressive towards Benjamin.
Right.
And I was not willing to take that on. Sven and I were planning to meet this puppy when we were in Ohio.
Right, for Thanksgiving.
But they were doing the meetings when we were already leaving.
Right.
So we couldn't meet her. But, we saw pictures of her and all of this stuff and had a lot of conversations. But they weren't old enough to leave or be adopted. So Sven flew back yesterday and to pick her up.
Secretive, like what do the children think?
They think he's on a business trip
to do what though? This is very funny.
To look at shells for his light, because he makes his own lights for the store.
But has Sven ever taken a business trip to go look at something for the store?
Never.
So
Never.
It's not even a good cover story. But they don't know.
They didn't
why
even.
Why would they? Yeah.
They didn't even say like, you've never done this before. They were like, cool, we're gonna have so much fun with mom.
Aww.
So.
And you're like, joke's on you, you are not.
Yeah,
I was like for bed bugs all day.
Yeah, I was like, I do bed bug research, so you guys can clean the house. No, that's not what happened. We actually did get ice cream, and I let them stay up till 10.
Okay, so he left yesterday.
And he couldn't text me anything because texts pop up on my phone, and my kids are constantly grabbing my phone.
Oh, that's why he did. Okay.
So anytime there was any conversation since Thanksgiving about the DOG, we would have to delete the text immediately.
Oh my God.
So they couldn't see it. And I was just like, you guys are not allowed to touch my phone post Thanksgiving because Christmas stuff can pop up. So Alex would be, can I just look up something on your phone? I'd go, no. Benji can be like, can I just check like what the movie is? No, not on my phone. So as far as we know, they have no knowledge.
Right. This is a surprise for like a Christmas present.
So I got a text from Sven this morning that said, the meeting went well. I have some nice samples that I'm bringing home. So I didn't even get any pictures of him picking her up or anything. And I'm dying inside.
So after this, you're going to go pick them up at the airport.
Yes, I'm going straight to the airport from here to meet the little girl.
Oh, I can't wait to meet her.
Exciting. You have to, because the training says she has to meet 100 people before she's 12 weeks old. So we have to have like so many people come to our house.
Wait, what? Why don't you hold a quote unquote private political party?
Right? Should I do that?
And then just let
puppy party?
And then let strangers show up to your house.
I don't know.
So that you're going to you might get a bow. You might have time to get a bow for her.
I might have time to get a red bow.
You're going to pick up the kids from school, bring them home.
Yes.
And then surprise. Here's the shelves. The shelves are going to pee all over the house.
Dad didn't go to get shells. Dad went to get a dog, and she's mine.
Oh, they're going to go, if you can film them. I mean, I'll try to go crazy.
I'll try to take a video.
She is a service dog, so you cannot touch her.
She's also a service dog, and she's mine.
She's working.
Go take care of your pets.
Yeah, the snake you don't want. Is the snake still around?
She's still around, and I mean, every week we have to be like, did you take the mice out of the freezer? Does the snake doesn't have any water? Like,
wow.
Wow. So maybe we should, you know what? Could we raffle the snake off in a bonus episode?
I don't see why not.
Would anybody like to win a snake?
Oh my God. I'm just trying to think of the
legalities. Is that allowed?
That's a good point. No, I was thinking of the details of trying to get a snake to someone. Here are the frozen mice.
I think they have to get their own frozen mice. She kind of is the How to Survive colors, though, like the oranges.
Oh, really?
She's really beautiful. I think that would have to be a meetup. I don't think we can ship her, but they'd have to meet us, somewhere and do the snake handoff.
Play with her, like to take her out of the thing.
Alex holds her once in a while. I hold her, and she's really nice. Like, she doesn't bite, and she's likes to be held, and she kind of just crawls on your arm. And
so interesting.
It doesn't freak you out.
No, not at all. Because she's just like curious, and she'll kind of not walk around. She walks. She has legs.
That's a lizard.
Oh shit, we have a lizard.
You don't have a snake.
Oh,
feeding it the wrong thing all the
time.
time.
What if this whole time it's been a cat?
One of those ugly hairless cats.
Yeah, we have a hairless cat.
Oh, so gross.
Anyway, that's the puppy story.
Very, very exciting.
I'm gonna probably take a lot of videos of her. I'm guessing.
I'm excited. I can't. And then I'll be at your house on Sunday, and
You're gonna just love her.
Eat this dog up.
Oh, eat her up. Oh my God, guys! Alex tried to talk me into getting a kitten last night.
Yeah.
We went into the pet store because Benji had this long ass soccer practice that was like 90 minutes at their middle school. But I was like, I don't want to drive all the way back home. Mm-hmm. So we went to Michael's, and then we went to World Market. I'll tell you, it's fun to go in World Market with Alex because she's excited about everything. She's like, oh my God, look at these mushrooms.
So cute.
Oh my God, look at this Christmas ornament.
That's where I shop for stocking stuffers, is World Market.
Go with Alex.
Oh, how I like that she likes everything. That's really cute.
I said, okay, Alex, you just got your first apartment. Tell me how you're going to decorate it. And it was like I just unlocked this world of imagination for her. She was like, well, this is the tea kettle I'm going to have. I'm going to serve everyone tea when they come over.
Aww.
And these are the napkins. Like she just went through the whole place and had the best time. And it was really fun. It was really cute watching her like imagine her apartment and how she was going to live. It was so cute. She was like, and I always cook for people when they come over. And so I have these bowls where I serve. It was
oh my God, that's really cute.
It was really cute. Like her imagining her life. Anyway.
I'm still kicking my brother in the head.
I still hate Benjamin. Poor Benjamin. We went into the pet store and they had kittens. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes Petco has kittens, and they were these little cute kittens. And she was like, please let me get a kitten. Please let me get a kitten. And I was like, you know, 'cause she doesn't know a puppy's coming the next day. And I was like, she's like, but Mandy needs a friend so much. It would be so good for Mandy. Mm-hmm. And also, I didn't think if I would have thought those kittens were cuter, I probably would have said yes. But they weren't like my favorite kittens.
Wow, for a kitten not to be cute, that's.
I mean, they just were. I don't know. Their faces looked a little mangy. They were like white faced, and they had kind of gunk in their eyes.
Ew, gross. By the time this comes out,
yes.
You'll have the dog. You'll have the dog in a few hours.
She'll have her own Instagram account.
I'm so excited. Oh God, Dogs of Insta. Very excited.
I know.
And we will be back right after this with what did we learn today?
Burp.
Christine.
Yes.
Are you ready to learn what we learned today?
Yes, please.
This is exactly what I was thinking, Karen. Be honest. Does anyone know any more words than Feliz Navidad? I don't.
My kids know all of them. Well, you know this part. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
But the Spanish stuff.
Oh, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. My kids both know the next part, and I just go like this. Yeah.
Yeah. Omar Sharif was an Egyptian actor generally regarded as one of his country's greatest male film stars. He began his career in his native country in the 50s. He is best known for his appearances in American, British, French, and Italian productions and has been described as the first Egyptian and Arab to conquer Hollywood. His career encompassed over 100 films spanning 50 years and brought him many accolades, including 3 Golden Globe Awards and a César Award for Best Actor. A packing cube or packing square packing pouch is a small bag designed to organize and compartmentalize clothes inside luggage, as well as to compress clothing to ensure optimum use of space. That is really good to know.
Yeah.
This company that makes my purses, I only have one, but I'm getting that other one, La Fleur Paris.
Yes.
Which is...
I love their yogurt.
That's the fancy yogurt you've been eating,
yes.
right? It's vegan bags and purses that are made out of cork. Anyway, they have these very fancy like luggage, and they comes with packing cubes. And I was like, I don't understand what the point of this is now. So you've opened now. I think I'd have to be a world traveler with a lot of money to spend money on luggage, like beautiful luggage.
Yes.
Like that's not in my life.
I don't have beautiful luggage. I have just good, practical luggage.
Right. Okay. And last point, bed bugs are in fact gross.
Oh, yeah.
Which I agree with wholeheartedly.
Heartily agree.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yes, this is coming out 2 days before, or one day. Christmas Eve and
what's the
Hanukkah Eve.
Are there any other holidays that happen that we need to address? What's
Kwanzaa?
Happy Kwanzaa.
I don't know when that comes out.
Well, then we covered the important ones.
Yeah. And
if we missed your holiday, we are very sorry.
Yes. And we will be recording next week.
We will.
But then we are taking 1 week off. So just be warned, we're taking 1 week off, okay?
You'll just hear dead noise.
Yeah, you'll just hear the sound of bed bugs.
You'll hear the sound of your own tears.
Oh,
because you'll miss us so much.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can catch up on your Nicki Kidman movies.
Yes.
You haven't seen all of them.
What Nicki Kidman movie would you recommend people to see?
Australia. With Hugh Jackman.
Never seen it.
Far and Away with Tom Cruise.
You can also watch the version of it they turned into a limited series.
Oh, no thanks.
They just chopped it up as episodes.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's on Hulu.
Oh, it's the same thing. They just made it episodic.
It's got a different name. It's called whatever the name of the land is.
Ausland.
Oh, just watch Australia.
Free market.
I like that. I like those epic, like out on the,
Is this when they were very young? Is this a long time ago? Or
yeah, they're youngsters.
Okay.
They're still probably 40, But they, I mean,
He's from Australia.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Don't you think they're 40?
Yeah.
They look incredible, of course.
Yeah.
It's good.
I would still
think it's
recommend Dead Calm for people who haven't seen
Dead
it.
Calm's amazing.
The Others is
I
fantastic.
like The Others.
I don't know if I've seen The Others.
It's like a horror movie. But
Oh, guys, I got to go.
Oh, okay.
shit.
Well,
Until next time,
remain calm.